Hi, this is Asing. You are now watching Asing Math TV. Today, I would like to show you how to express the function by using binomial theorem. As we compare to the formula, the first term must be equal to 1, but what we have here is 4. So in other words, we should first factorize 4. If we factorize 4, and we should left 1 for the first term and 5 over 4x for the second term, and the whole thing to the power of 1 over 2. By using the law of indices, if we have a times b to the power of m, this is equivalent to a to the power of m times b to the power of m. So which means that for this case, we have 4 to the power of 1 over 2 times 1 plus 5 over 4x to the power of 1 over 2. And we know that 1 over 2 is simply square root. Square root of 4 is equal to 2. And we times 1 plus 5 over 4x to the power of 1 over 2. So this is equal to 2 times, and this can be expressed by using the binomial theorem. So we just have to apply the formula. So firstly, we have 1 plus n is the power, which means that we have 1 over 2, and we times a. A for this case is 5 over 4x. And the third term is n, 1 over 2 times n minus 1, 1 over 2 minus 1, divided by 2 factorial times a squared. So which means that 5 over 4x squared. And we plus. If you don't want to keep referring to the formula, this is the clue. Always start with 1 plus, followed by the power minus 0. Anything minus 0, we obtain the same thing. So we have 1 over 2. Since this is only one term, so divided by 1 factorial. Next, we have 1 over 2 minus 0 times 1 over 2 minus 1. So 1 and 2 terms, so divided by 2 factorial, and hence followed by the power 2. So next term, which means that we have 1 over 2 minus 0 times 1 over 2 minus 1 followed by 1 over 2 minus 2. Since we have 1, 2, and 3 terms, so 3 factorial, followed by the second term, 5 over 4x to the power of 1, 2, 3, so 3 factorial. And we add 1 over 2 minus 0, 1 over 2 minus 1, 1 over 2 minus 2, 1 over 2 minus 3, divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 factorial times 5 over 4 x to the power of 4, and so on. If we are asked to express up to the term including x to the power 4. And this is equal to 2 times 1 plus, we can make use of calculator, so we have 1 over 2 and we times 5 over 4. So which means that we have 5 over 8. And for the next term, we don't have to enter all over again. So what we have to do here is just to times the extra term. So which means that we times bracket 1 over 2 minus 1 divided by, this is 1 factorial. So we have extra 1 times 2. So which means that divide 2. And we times, this is power 1, but this is power 2. So 5 over 4. And we press equal, we should obtain the correct value. So negative 25 divided by 128 x to the power 2. And we add the fourth term. So again, we times the extra term. So meaning to say we just have to change a little bit, change to minus 2 and divide 3, since this is 3 factorial. So 1 times 2 times 3. And 5 over 4 remain, since extra 1 term, 5 over 4 from square to cube. So press equal, we should obtain the correct value. 125 divided by 1024 x to the power of 3. And next, the fifth term, so we have minus 3. And we divide 4. So this is equal to negative 3,125 divided by 32,768 x to the power 4 and so on. And lastly, we times the whole thing here by 2. So this is equal to 2 times 1 is equal to 2. And we plus 2 times 5 over 8x, which means that 5 over 4x. And we plus minus 25 divided by 64 x to the power 2. And we plus 125 divided by 512 x to the power 3. And we minus 3,125 divided by 16,384 x to the power 4 and so on. And hence we're done. Okay, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you like this. See you.